you want your highlights to be featured in a future episode, then submit them to social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. I'm the 2KMC. Peace.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. Now, here's Rubio. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court, then suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Back to Paul. From deep three-point range. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Rubio against Paul. Oh, Ayton in position.
And Rubio just waiting for the shooter to get open and then gets the assist.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 5.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
No good from Booker.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Count it.
Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. The dish to Johnson. Back to Ayton. Misses from short range. The Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Paul. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Ayton, the pass to Rubio. Count it.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Tipped away. Oubre with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Booker finds Ayton, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Oklahoma City with the foul. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. The drive by Schroeder, and he converts the layup. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Now So here's Diallo. Defended by Bridges. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And that one's good. Noel. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Bridges. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Like to see Mikel get out there on the fast break and see that open opportunity.
Over to the wing. In the corner, it's Diallo. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in, and it's Schroeder missing. The Suns leading. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
Schroeder dishes to Muscala. To the left side wing. Diallo kicks to Ferguson. They get a hand on it. Bridges against Noel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Muscala finds Schroeder. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Carter. And it's Noel with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Thunder. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Ferguson out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Noel in at the center position. Here's Jerome. And the rejection by Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Adams' shot is good.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. Sharch comes in for Johnson. They get it back. Adams. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Booker finds Sharch. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And the shot goes in. Paul's got 9.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Paul. And the Thunder lead by 3.
SGA entering the NBA as a very good shooter with the potential to become a great one.
And he gets it back. Ayton, the pass to Oubre. And Ayton throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you. Well, not many times does Adams get his number called for plays like that, but the oop there looked good.
Here's Booker. In the corner, it's Oubre. And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams with it. Now guarded by Booker. And here we go. Saric all alone. Ahead. Out to the right wing. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he goes in for the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And the Suns here with a different look. The Thunder leading by 3. Schroeder dishes to Gallinari. Ball's knocked loose. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. Akobo, that's good.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Count that one.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Out left to the wing. Here's Bridges. Can't get it to fall.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Gallinari down low. Covered by Bain. Ferguson, the pass to Adams. The jump hook. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Certain guys give their teams a lot more than the box score. Jack, Steven. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Yes, but 21 drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Johnson attacking. Puts it up for Rubio. Oubre outside. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
Now, Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Out to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Adams down low. Johnson's there. Paul, no one around him. Here's Adams to the wing right side. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 4. Booker with it. Chris Paul covering. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre just having a sixth sense that time, sniffing out the alley-oop and throwing it in.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Knocked loose. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Gallinari. Oh!
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Ayton kicks to Johnson. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That'll be his second foul of the game. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Paul passes to Dort. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And now the Suns, a fast break for the tie. Shoots from 12. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Kaminsky's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And the Suns, another fast break chance here. Bridges dishes to Carter. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 2.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Carter left side.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
For Phoenix, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he makes the first. Carter hits them both. Thunder have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Diallo kicks to Muscala. Schroeder, right side. Looking to end the run. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Suns leading by 4. Carter outside. Lays it up off the glass. Carter's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Schroeder finds Noel. Up again. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. Booker with it. Now guarded by Schroeder.
And Booker is tremendous at driving to the inside. Throws himself at the D to get the call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
On the clock, Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot, and that one's good. Noel.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Booker the pass to Saric. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And that one falls for Bridges.
Mikal Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out. A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation, and a great play to get the bucket.
Rubio dishes to Baines, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
No good on the second free throw. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Schroeder. It's good. Schroeder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a close with And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. And it's Ferguson in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And the rejection by Ayton. Fast break, here we go. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Adams. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the Thunder with some changes. Dort's checked in, and Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Suns also making a change. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Dario Saric.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
It's tipped and stolen by Booker. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead.
Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's the lob to Adams. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Booker to the cup with confidence. Feels like he could beat anybody off the dribble right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. That one good for 2.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Rubio against Paul. And the basket by Rubio. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Johnson attacking, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
Well, there were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
And finished off by Oubre.
They get Oubre in those spots, and he's going to go to work.
Here's the lob to Adams, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Booker finds 8. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Dort passes to Paul. Back to Gallinari. Out to the right wing. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Dort. Over in the corner, Paul. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Ayton. Booker, right side. And finished off by Oubre.
Well, Booker has established that he can score, and now showing that he can play make.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Here's Dort. Back to Paul. The pass to Dort. Paul outside. And just miss after miss right now. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. 17-point lead, their biggest. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Noel's checked in for Steven Adams.
Well, assertive play there from Oubre, just being aggressive and not bothered by the touch.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And the Suns here with a different look. Shot good by Diallo.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Suns.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's a Kobo. Ayton at the elbow. And Ayton gets double teamed. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Muscala, he's checked in for Noel. And Burton subbed in for Diallo. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. The Thunder with another miss. 30 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder. Now Kaminsky passes it to Jerome. Just 4 to shoot. And the dunk by Baines.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this.
is here, and that means the 2K neighborhood is in the spirit. So we want to see your best Halloween looks.
That's right. Put on your costume and share your pics and video over social media using.
We have the cameras on the Jazz team bus pulling in.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Now they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now here's Oubre. It's stolen by Gobert. Johnson against Bogdanovich. Ingles passes to Gobert. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Conley finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Mitchell missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Rubio, the pass to Johnson. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Rubio. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Ayton. And he's able to get it back. Conley scanning the floor. Inside. And stolen by Ayton. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Lob pass to Oubre.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Jazz have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Gobert down low. Ayton's there. They double him with Ayton. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Charge comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
O'Neal kicks to Gobert. Oh, the lob to Gobert.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Here's Carter. And he makes good on the layup.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends.
of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now, here's Clarkson. Back to Moutier. Gobert trying to get open. They get it back. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
And it's Carter penetrating. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. And here's Clarkson to the paint. Passes to Moutier. 3-pointer. That's a miss. His second after 2 shots. Phoenix leading by 9. Charge inside. Defended by Moutier. Here's Booker. Good on the shot. Booker's got his second basket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Poke loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Suns now. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Clarkson with the ball. Over Kaminsky. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Suns, Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. Here's Jerome, following the basket by Emmanuel Moutier. That one drops for him.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Now here's Moutier. Gobert trying to get open. A second chance effort. That one goes. Count it. Gobert's got 6.
And as Rudy Gobert has been adding bulk, he's only getting better at finishing through contact.
Carter with the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Clarkson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That drive by Carter to the left wing. Bridges against Moutier. Kaminsky, the pass to Bridges. Second chance shot. Kaminsky kicks to Bridges. Good, nice job down low.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those 2 elements all the time.
Stolen by Carter. Here's Jerome. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Jerome's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target with his 3. And the pass to Kaminsky. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Bridges. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Kaminsky. Johnson comes in for Saric. Oubre's checked in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Cook. Then for the Jazz, Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Johnson, the pass to Rubio. Booker up top, covered by Conley. And the dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
Outside Conley. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Baines against Mitchell. Ingles passes to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Bogdanovich dishes to Mitchell. Loads it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Oubre. Yep, that one goes in there. Oubre's got his second basket of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And both free throws good for Davis. Here's Booker. 6 points for him. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. Kicks to Rubio. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rubio's got 7 points in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Now here's Ayton. 10 points for him. Here's Baines. Ayton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 21.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
A finish, and Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Ayton after the basket by Utah. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. And Phoenix has possession. Booker the pass to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
The 4th pick in the 2011 draft, it took getting stronger and improving the shot to make Conley one of the better all-around guards in the game.
Here's Ayton. Off target at the rim.
And you can see the defenders afraid to...
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A tremendous start for DeAndre Ayton. He had 14 points, 2 assists.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
So on the floor for Utah. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3, the small forward. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oubre with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Oubre. Ayton's got 16 points.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
The wide open look here for Ingles. No good with the triple.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It's going to be Booker shooting. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. The Suns shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Gobert, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now here's Booker. Kelly Oubre unable to get his last shot to go. 6 to shoot. Booker finds 8. Back to Booker. Over Mitchell, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Utah also making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley.
Gobert going to the line. The defense couldn't do anything but foul the big fella.
Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. That's off as well, so he misses both.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Carter. Mudiay with the rebound. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Mudiay, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA. A career high from the field. He was solid also from 3. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
Here's Jerome. 6 points for him. The Suns need to get a shot off. That 3 off the mark. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Phoenix leading by 21. Pass to Saric. For 3, Bridges. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mudiay. Here's Bogdanovich. And that one, good. Bogdanovich has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
What hustle on the glass. Bogdanovich doesn't give up. Have to appreciate the effort.
Bridges dishes to Kaminsky. Out to Saric. Carter outside. Off target from outside.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Carter, the pass to Bridges. Baseline J on the way. And the basket by Kaminsky. And the Suns lead by 19.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Phoenix has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. It's stolen by Gobert. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Pass to Gobert. Back to Clarkson for 3. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. Suns leading by 19 points. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Conley, the pass to Gobert. He kicks to Clarkson. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. In the corner, O'Neal with it. The Jazz with another miss. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Baines in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Mitchell. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
On that play right there, you see Mitchell's impressive speed and body control in the open court.
Rubio dishes to Oubre. Back to Rubio. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
To the right side. The Jazz working the ball around now. Passes it to Ingles. Mitchell wide open. His three-pointers off the mark.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
It's good. And the Suns lead by 21.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Here is Conley. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Back to Conley. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Phoenix leading by 19 points. Booker right side. On the wing, Johnson. Kicks it out to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Count the basket. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Johnson, the pass to Baines. It's tipped. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Here's Ingles after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
O'Neal comes with the double team. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And they're pushing it up. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
The hands of Gobert are consistently moving, which is why he comes up with these steals.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
A lot of great young players in this league. Donovan Mitchell has the edge and hunger right now.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. On the wing, Booker, covered by Mitchell. Here's Johnson. Baines trying to get open. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Ayton.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The length of Gobert causes the defense plenty of problems. He's very clever at drawing fouls on his shots.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's a Kobo. Dishes to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Now, Moutier. Now the pass to Niang. Outside Bradley. That one doesn't go. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
At home in Utah, the Jazz never fail to go up.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for it.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for Utah, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Good on the bucket.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
On the wing, Ingles. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell's shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Dort passes to Gallinari. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Finally, the pass to Gobert. On the wing, Ingles. Mitchell outside. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Gallinari with the steal. And here comes the break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley grabs the miss.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
And, you know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
And here is Adams. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute best. This guy is a high percentage shooter because he understands how to use his frame.
Now, here's Mitchell. Gobert dishes to Conley. And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley. It's stolen by Adams. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Dort misses. Jazz trail by 3. Down low, here's Mitchell, and Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, stolen by Mitchell. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Ingles with the ball. No one near Conley as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Pass to Ingles. To the middle. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Gobert. Shoots over Adams. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
But Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Outside, Bogdanovich. Ingles dishes to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Paul. A nice shot by Gallinari.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Conley against Paul. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Paul against Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This is Donovan Mitchell in his toolbox, right? Uses the shot fake, gets that defender to bite. Nicely done.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. Royce O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Clarkson on the wing. Knocks it loose and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And it's blocked by Bradley. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Thunder lead.
Venom.
When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team already tell.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. Then it's Mike Muscala. Then it's Noel. And it's Ferguson in at small forward. All alone, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, that's what you call wingspan. Nerlens Noel is so long and so effective poking the ball away and getting the break started.
Lets the 3 fly. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Schroeder, left side. And the layup's good off the glass. Schroeder's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gobert can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Ferguson. Passes it to Noel. Muscala with the ball. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's Noel missing. Jazz trail by 7. Here's O'Neal. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
The Thunder have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Schroeder surveying the floor. Noel. And there's the pass to Diallo. Here's Ferguson. He's covered by Clarkson. Stolen by O'Neal. Gobert, the pass to Moutier. To the paint. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Davis.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. Puts the pass on the money.
Clarkson with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the Jazz pushing it up now. O'Neal passes to Gobert. Now, here's O'Neal. And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. 5 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. A shot missing. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Diallo. A shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Davis. Back to Clarkson. And here's Moutier. And here's Gobert. He's covered by Noel. Pass to Moutier. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker and may be his best attribute.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Passes it to Diallo to the inside. We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. Noel. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bogdanovich is checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier. On the wing, Ingles. The pass to Gobert. On the wing, Ingles. And it's Conley penetrating. Paul with the steal. With 1 on the clock.
Well, just a great read by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting in.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It's been over a decade since the Seattle Supersonics made the Oklahoma City Thunder. And
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Michael Conley, what a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles in at the 3, the small forward. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
This is his first free throw of the game. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Adams, and he makes that one. Adams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Gobert can't hit. And Adams has got the ball here for the Thunder. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were...
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. Jazz trail by 10. And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley. The Jazz with another miss.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
Paul against Mitchell. Paul passes to Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Down low, it's stolen by Adams. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. That one falls. And the Thunder lead by 14.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Utah, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Gobert against Paul. Gobert down low. And he banks in the layup. Gobert's got 6.
Boy, I love to see Rudy Gobert score despite the contact. This guy is showing off some big-time strength right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Back to Paul. From deep. A rebound by the Jazz. 1:39 left to play here in the third. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. From deep, Ingles. Gobert had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Adams. Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Diallo, he's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Here's Diallo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Mitchell against Schroeder. Here's Diallo. Gobert with the block. Mitchell up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Schroeder. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Diallo. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. One-on-one here. Here's Clarkson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. And good that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
one thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Oklahoma City leading by 8. So for Oklahoma City right now, Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Muscala is out there with Noel. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Back to Clarkson for the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Dort, guarded by O'Neal. Passes to Dort. He kicks to Muscala. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Gallinari's checked in. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. 7-point differential. Gobert finds Clarkson. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Dort, guarded by O'Neal. The drive by Schroeder. Banked in off the glass. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Gobert dishes to O'Neal. Back to Gobert. And stolen by Noel. Here's Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up. And Dort gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Clarkson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Noel passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Bogdanovich inside. Gallinari covering. Here's Clarkson. Offline with his 3.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Down low. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Conley.
If there's an opportunity in transition, Mike Conley will seize it. Well done for the easy one.
The pass to Dort. And he could not get that one to go. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. It means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it to Paul. Pass to Dort. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. He hits both from the stripe. Utah has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Bogdanovic. Jazz passing it around, and Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Ingles passes to Gobert. Bogdanovic dishes to Ingles. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander against Gobert to the wing right side. From deep, Ingles. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Led by as many as 14 points.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Oklahoma City.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steven Adams.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Mitchell finds Gobert to the paint. Here's Conley, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Gallinari outside. The 3 kept alive. Adams, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony,
welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV. Chris, I know you've been so excited to do this, so go ahead.
Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers, title number 17, tying the historic Boston Celtics. Everything is right in the NBA world.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. Hi, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. D8.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker continues.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low.
So maybe now's the time we talk about Chris Paul's intelligence. We don't have enough time.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. On offense, here are the Thunder. Pass to Adams. Back to Paul. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul's got 5 now.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor. Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Pass to Dort. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Out to Gallinari. To the wing on the left. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
No good from Booker. Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Dort misses.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Ayton, the pass to Johnson, and that one is good.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Ball against Johnson to the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander makes it off the glass.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Oh, Ayton in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 7.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Rubio against Paul, and the basket by Rubio. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Sharch is checked in for Johnson. Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Gallinari right side. The dish to Adams. Back to Gallinari. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
That's tipped.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Noel. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Ferguson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
They get the rebound. And it's Carter missing.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
The Thunder leading by 10. Inside, Noel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First one falls for him. All free throws good from Noel.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 12. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing us.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. Then it's Mike Muscala, and there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. Suns trail by 8. To the middle, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Ferguson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And you can see Ferguson just feasting in the open court there.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Kaminsky is checked in for the Suns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive. He's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Paul's checked in for Ferguson. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in. Here's Paul. And the shot goes down. Paul's got 11 points.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. No good off the back of the rim. And the Thunder with possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And Dort gets it to go.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
To the inside. And stolen by Noel. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Got a piece of it.
Well, more than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Paul kicks to Muscala. Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Jerome, defended by Paul. Pass to Baines. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Yep, that one goes. Paul's got 6 here in this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Ayton dishes to Johnson. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Paul outside at the elbow. Adams. 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Paul for 3. The offensive rebound. Adams, the pass to Ferguson. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Another shot. Here's Adams, and finally they hit one. And the Thunder lead by 20.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Gallinari with the rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Paul passes to Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
Love to see Gallo close to the rim. He really finishes nicely with that jam.
Ayton kicks to Oubre. Bounce pass, Rubio. And the pass to Ayton. Unloads from 13. That one's not going to go. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Thunder opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after halftime for...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He had 13 points, 3 assists. And that'll do it for our halftime report.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. On the wing, Booker. Oh, Ayton in position.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Al Paul. He's got 13. Up top, Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And Adams with the slam.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
A couple years ago, after making All-Rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Paul kicks to Adams. Over Ayton. Adams' shot is off.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. Sharge checked in for Phoenix. Carter comes in for Devin Booker. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Thunder. Here's Ayton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
Passes it to Dort. Gallinari on the wing, covered by Sharge. It's Schroeder with the drive. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rubio. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good recognition right there. He reacts quickly to what's happening out there. Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Sharge against Gallinari. Here's Schroeder. Misses the 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Sharge against Gallinari. Sharge passes to Ayton. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Adams.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Gallinari against Sharge. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. To the paint. And they call an illegal screen here.
That screen.
You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Wow, you can see how Schroeder's eyes get big whenever he has a chance like that. Surprising from the point guard position.
Carter, that's good.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life.
Pass to Muscala. Now here's Noel. He's guarded by Kaminsky. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Saric, and it's Devin Booker in for Ricky Rubio. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Paul's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Carter for three. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Paul. And that one drops. Paul's got 15 points.
Well, what we've seen here tonight, Chris Paul can put points up on the board still in a hurry, just carrying the offensive load right now.
And so it's Oklahoma City holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Ferguson, Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Noel in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Muscala. Paul kicks to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Ferguson. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Phoenix making some changes. Johnson comes in for Kaminsky. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Gallinari's checked in.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Paul passes to Noel. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Noel's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Down low, here's Booker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. To the middle, here's Noel. There's the pass to Ferguson. Over Bridges. There's Noel. Rebound by the Suns. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines, and Oubre subbed in for Bridges. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Here's Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
Intensity from Ayton, consistently finding different ways to get at the defense and make them overcommit.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in. Here's Paul. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Gallinari outside. There's the feed to Adams. Back to Gallinari. Clock is at 3. Adams down low. Ayton's there. Adams' shot is good.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Oubre finds Booker. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Paul with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Paul with the bucket.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% two-point shooter.
No good from Booker. The Thunder leading by 22. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Paul with the 3. The shot off that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Booker getting up?
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Adams. Pass to Dort. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Chris Paul.
Now, serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Pass to Dort. Lets it go with a 3. He's off on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ayton, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul looking around. Beyond the arc. And no good that time. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
ties it.
The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on us. And before
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And for Utah, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Johnson's got the ball. Kicks it out to Rubio. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I love how Rubio controls the pace, able to shift gears in an instant.
Inside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Conley against Rubio. Ingles passes to Conley. Back to Ingles. 5 on the clock. Oubre against Bogdanovich. No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good on the 3. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Booker inside. Covered by Mitchell. A nice shot by Booker.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
And stolen by Booker. Rubio against Ingles.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Ingles can't get it to go.
0 for 3 now in the early going. Just a little bit out of sync.
Here's Booker. The pass to Ayton. Pass to Johnson. Kicks it out to Rubio. Gobert with the block.
You got to keep your head on a swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Off contact. To me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
Ayton kicks to Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
With 3, Booker scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Clarkson on the wing. Latre. And Baines pulls it down.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Sharch dishes to Baines. Carter outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Utah trailing here. And again, Utah running the court in transition. Davis, the pass to Clarkson. Moutier with the basket.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Bridges against Gobert. And Carter has it in the corner. Off target from three-point range. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Jazz shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
And it's Carter missing. The Jazz shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
What you have to love about Gobert, he's improved across the board. We're even seeing it at the line.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Clarkson. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Clarkson's got 9.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Bridges, no one around him. Phoenix, no good that time either. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And so it's the Utah Jazz going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Mitchell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Moutier. And for the Suns, Ayton comes in for Saric, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter.
On that play right there, you see Mitchell's impressive speed and body control in the open court.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Rubio, the pass to Ayton.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Passes to Gobert. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. O'Neal against Rubio. Knocked loose. O'Neal kicks to Conley. Mitchell outside. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Up again, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got the lead up to 12 now for Utah.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Here's Jerome. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And the Jazz with some changes. Bogdanovich comes in for Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles in for O'Neal. Utah. outside. Back to Conley. On the wing, Engel. From deep. Another miss by Utah. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The drive by Booker. Ayton, the pass to Oubre. Oh, Ayton in position.
And these are the shots you want Ayton taking. He's just so smart on offense.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And the dunk by Baines.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's Booker. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ayton's got it back down to single digits for Phoenix.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Booker.
So often the setup man in transition. This time, Rubio takes it himself.
Mitchell passes to Davis. Here's Ingles, and the layup falls. Ingles has got his first points in this one.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Baines. Booker in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 8 points.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Suns trail by 6. And Booker kicks to Rubio. To the inside. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Oubre, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Carter against Moutier. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. He gets it up. Wow, huge buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it? That's all for now. Say goodbye to the foe.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5. On the wing, Mitchell. Outside Conley. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance for the tie. That evens the score. 10 points for Kelly Oubre. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. The Suns making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. It's stolen by Gobert. Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 8.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019, was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Booker. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Rubio leading the charge.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Mitchell, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For the Jazz, O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Baines.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Carter against Mitchell. A 15-footer. Gobert. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got 6.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Baines. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Baines.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
The Jazz making a switch here. Oudier is checked in. Over to the wing. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Suns trail by 9. Sharch finds Baines. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Bridges. Jerome passes to Bridges. Lock at 6. Pass to Jerome. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Jazz. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. To the paint. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Knocked away. Passes it to O'Neal. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Booker inside, defended by Moutier. A nice shot by Booker.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Great execution, big target, perfect delivery. That's a tall task to defend. Rudy Gobert. Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
O'Neal misses. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Booker. And the shot goes in. Booker's got 12.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
Gobert finds Moutier. Now here's Clarkson. And here's Gobert. 10 points for him. Shots good by Clarkson.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so it's Utah holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Devin Booker out there with Carter. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by O'Neal. Gobert's got the lead up to 13 now for the Jazz. Here's Oubre. And that one is off. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Carter with it. Conley picks him up. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Booker with no one around. Rebound Utah. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Outside Conley. Feeds to Gobert. Some solid defense from Ayton.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The shot by Saric, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 13. Rod pass to Oubre. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Pass to Clarkson. Here's O'Neal. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Here's Oubre. Here's Carter. That one rolling around and rims out.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
The pass to O'Neal. Back to Clarkson to the inside. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
And it goes down 2 points. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's his work ethic. Gobert has done everything he can to become a threat offensively.
Pass to Ayton. He had stolen by Ingles. Here's Conley. Yep, it counts. And the Jazz lead by 17.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And for the Suns, Johnson comes in for Saric. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. And stolen by Ayton.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Utah.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
And finished off by Oubre.
And when you're looking around the league talking about guys with pure point guard skills, Rubio's name is right there.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Some solid defense from Ayton. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Oubre can't get it to go. Here's O'Neal. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Booker in the corner. Fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, he started out as a pure shooter. Bogdanovich has worked hard to become a threat off the bounce and a strong finisher.
Here's Moutier. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
had a lot of fun in season 1, One Will Rise. But now, we're on to something new. And by that, I mean season 2. Next is now.
Yeah.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul, and it's Dort in at the small forward. Now here's Gobert. Conley finds Gobert. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Just 3 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Nice shot by Gobert.
Okay, Rudy Gobert showing your catch-and-shoot game, not just a stifle tower.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot block. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
Now here's Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I love it when Rudy Gobert crashes the offensive glass, uses those long arms to great advantage.
Here's Dort, defended by Gobert. Back to Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here is Conley. Steven Adams making his last shot. Here's Gobert, and Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Here's Mitchell. Tips it, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got 6. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Adams. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Passes to Adams. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Jazz have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Outside, Bogdanovich. On the wing, Ingles. Jazz passing it around. Outside, Conley. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, that is just too easy. As Gobert gets this close, forget about it.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Conley with it. Chris Paul covering. Pass to Gobert. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Rudy Gobert showing a bit of an edge on the interior. This guy, if he goes up strong, the defense is going to have to whack him to contain him.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Schroeder, and Davis sends it back, and he recovers it. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Out to the right wing. He tries for 3. Mudiay with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Back to O'Neal. Puts it up. Here's Davis. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Davis kicks to Moutier. Second shot opportunity. And he can't bank that one in. Oklahoma City trailing. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
So it's the Jazz now. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for Utah. Clarkson dishes to Moutier. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Gobert. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
There's the pass to Clarkson. Now Moutier. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Davis is out there with O'Neal. And it's Rudy Gobert. And there's Emmanuel Moutier. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard.
Well, this to me is the critical aspect that Emmanuel Moutier must develop. Can he knock down three-point shots? He does so there.
Now here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
O'Neal passes to Moutier. Back to O'Neal. Right wing. Moutier kicks to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Noel. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Passes it to Ferguson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to O'Neal. Gobert with a wide open look. He can't get that one. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Now here's Diallo. And Noel kicks to Muscala. Back to Noel. Lays it up and banks it in.
And honestly, you hope for more of this from Nerlens Noel moving forward. This guy must develop his interior game.
Here's Clarkson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the stifled tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark. Thunder trailing by 3. Noel finds Schroeder. Pass to Muscala. And the pass to Noel. There's the 3. And it's Schroeder missing. Jazz leading by 3. Passes it to Moutier. Back to O'Neal. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Ferguson. Kicks it out to Schroeder. It's stolen by Moutier. And here is O'Neal. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Moutier pass to Gobert. Top of the key, Clarkson. O'Neal high post. Count that bucket. And it's a 7-point Utah lead. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Clarkson passes to Moutier. Gobert down low. He's covered by Noel. Nice ball movement by Utah. Moutier kicks to Clarkson. Gobert dishes to O'Neal. Another miss by O'Neal.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Now here's Diallo. He's covered by Clarkson. That one good for 2.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Gobert finds Davis. Moutier with the ball. Here's Clarkson. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He had 14 points, 6 rebounds. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's George in at the 3. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fun memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Out to the wing. Pass to Gallinari. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to just 3 on the basket from Adams.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Paul with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line. If you don't check out Rudy Gobert, you deserve to get dunked on.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Gallinari right side, and stolen by Bogdanovich. And taken away by Paul. Adams, the pass to Dort. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Dort's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. On the wing, Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Feeds it to Ingles. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Dort. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, it starts with the steal of Danilo Gallinari, but then you've got to get in transition and finish. They do there. Nicely done.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Ingles. Poked away. And here again, the Thunder in transition up the court they go.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
High post, Gobert. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Paul, the feed to Adams. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Adams has got the lead up to 4 now for Oklahoma City. Out to Conley. Mitchell in the corner. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert against Adams. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Gobert's got 20.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Six on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Good D by Mitchell. Adams. Gallinari dishes to Adams, and the basket is good. Adams has got 16 points.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
Pass to come. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Mitchell. Oh, the lob to Gobert. That shot missing. Paul looking around. Up again.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Gets it off. That shot no good. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Utah with the ball. They trail by 6. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Utah. Conley out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 4. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Noel.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Jazz trail by 8. Conley the pass to Ingles. Now here's Bogdanovich. Clarkson on the wing. Fires the 3. O'Neal with it. Now Clarkson. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Muscala's checked in.
Mike Muscala.
Shot clock at 2. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Conley left side. That's tipped, and that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Thunder on D. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jordan Clarkson.
What a boost when Rudy Gobert is this efficient on the offensive end. Such a smart basketball player.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Good work there as it goes.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Ingles. And it's Noel with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 8. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
For Utah, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Gobert down low, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to the right wing. Ferguson's shot is good. Ferguson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
Conley sinks that one from the post.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Schroeder surveying the floor. The pass to Ferguson. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's Noel missing. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Outside Conley. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Pass to O'Neal. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to O'Neal. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Thunder lead by 8.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Bogdanovich passes to Conley. And Bogdanovich hits to O'Neal. Back to Bogdanovich. Gobert trying to get open. The shot, no good. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Pass to Dort. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Noel down low. Gobert on him. The layup off target.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Inside, deflects the pass, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Conley with the 3, misses. So we see the Thunder get the win here A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they